guys! So today I'm really excited to be talking about the 7 books I'll be attempting to read for Pride Month. So I have 7 books that I'm going to try to get through. That's probably not going to happen if I'm being totally honest. I probably get through to about 5 books a month max, and that tends to be if they're on the shorter side. So, and these are kind of bigger books, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm just really excited because I have really interesting books I want to get to this month. And yeah, this is just an important month for me, and I know an important month for a lot of other people. So I just want to read as much as I can and support authors that are part of this community and writing characters that are in this community. So yeah, without further ado, let's talk about the books. So I only own 3 books currently, and I'll be purchasing the other ones, but I'll have the covers of the other ones up for you so you can see what they look like. But the first one is actually a continuation of a series that I have already started, and it is the Phoenix Empress by K. Arsenal Riviera. I read The Tiger's Daughter, I believe last year, or the year before, maybe 2017. I think it was either 2017 or 2018. I really liked the female-female relationship in that book. I did have some issues with the way the story was told, but overall I really enjoyed the world, plot, and the characters, and I want to continue on with their story. So the next book I've had on my TBR for a very long time. I've owned this book for a very, very long time, and that is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. So this is a spin-off of Rainbow Rowell's story Fangirl, and I'm sure if you've been on BookTube, you are familiar with Rainbow Rowell, familiar with Fangirl, and also Carry On. I have not had a chance to read it yet. In Fangirl, there's like snippets of fan fiction of Carry On, so this is the actual like Carry On story from Fangirl. So again, it's a pretty thick book, but I think this will be a fast read, and I've heard really great things about it, so I'm really excited to finally get a chance to pick it up. And the last book that I own is a piece of nonfiction that I would like to get to this month, but we will see if that happens. I'm kind of more interested in the books that I haven't bought yet that I want to read, so this might get pushed off to the later in the month or next month. But the book is Alacant Rage by Brittany Cooper. This is a black feminist book. I believe that Brittany Cooper is a lesbian. I think so. I think she's a lesbian. It basically talks about feminism from a black woman's perspective, and also about being in the LGBT community. So what that's like. My mom read this book and really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to see what it is about, and it's also a signed copy, so that's really cool. I did not get it signed, but my mom did, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I will be checking this out so I can finally return it to my mother. So yeah. So those are all the books that I own. Now let's talk about the books that I'm going to be purchasing for this month. And they all have characters that are ace or asexual. I feel like the ace community is a little underrepresented in the book community. There are very little characters that are openly ace on the page, so I want to pick up some books that have more ace characters in them. So I have, I think, 4 that I'm going to purchase this month and also try to read. The first one that I'm going to be definitely purchasing and reading this month is Let's Talk About Love by Claire Can. This follows a not only ace character, I think she's also bi, and she's also African American, so that is great, and this is a book that I'm really excited about. So basically this book follows Alice, who is enjoying, I think she's in like college. I think she's in college, I believe, that age range. She's currently dating a female, but they end up breaking up once Alice tells her that she is ace, and then her kind of life changes when she meets a guy and they start dating. So it's a romance novel, but it sounds was like right up my alley in terms of like the character and everything like that. So really excited to read this one. I've heard really amazing things about it, so I definitely will be purchasing a copy of this and reading it this month. The next book that I'll be reading is City of Strife by Claudie Arsenault. This is a fantasy novel that has a whole host of LGBTQ plus characters, and I think we follow their perspectives in the book. So I know for sure that there is an ace character in this book, and then a lot of other different characters as well. I just like that this is a fantasy novel that features LGBTQ characters, so excited. I really don't know too much other than that about this book, but I think it follows a group of mercenaries that don't have to follow the laws of the land because they're like outsiders, and it's just like a typical, like, your ideal fantasy novel. There's an elven lord, there's different like magical characters and things like that, so it just seems like the perfect book that I would enjoy, and the fact that there are LGBTQ characters represented in this story intrigues me even more. So I'm excited to see where this one goes, and I think this is a duology, so there are 2 books in this series, and I'm going to be reading the first one, see how I like it, and then hopefully I'll read the second one. So the second to last book is called Beneath the Citadel by Destiny Soria, and she is the author of the book Ironcast, which I'm actually currently reading, and I'm enjoying the book, but it is kind of slow going. The plot is just very like slowly paced, so I'm trying to get into it, but I'm enjoying the writing and I'm enjoying the characters, so I want to check out this book specifically because this follows a cast of characters. I believe we follow the perspective of all of the main characters in the story, and one of the main characters is Ace, and she is also plus size. So I'm really excited to kind of see how that is portrayed, and I've heard really good things about the plus size representation, as well as the Ace representation in this book. So again, this is another like fantasy book that I'm not, other than the fact that there's some good rep in it, don't have too much knowledge of what the story is about. I am excited to see what this one has to offer. And the last book, this one I'm excited about, but less so than the other ones. If I have time to read this one, I'll get to it, but I don't know if that'll be the case. I'm still excited about this book, but not as much as the other ones compared to like my excitement for those. But the last book is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I have not read any Alice Oseman, and I think that Radio Silence will be the first book that I do read from her. This follows a boy and a girl who decide to create a podcast, and I think that the female character in this is Ace, or has a romantic relation with someone that is Ace. And out of all of her books, this one sounded the most interesting to me, even before I knew that there was an Ace character in it. So I want to check it out. I also think it's interesting because the 2 main characters in the story aren't romantically involved. They're just friends, and they just have this podcast together where they're sharing their experiences, and I like that. I like to see stories that aren't always centralized around romantic relationships, but can also be focused on friendships. So that being said, I really am intrigued by this book, and when I found out, I was really interested in this book before, but once I found out that there was an Ace character involved, I thought it would be the perfect time to try to pick it up. So yeah, those are the 7 books that I want to read or try to read this month. So let me know if you've read any of these. Which ones should I check out first, or which ones are your favorite? If there are any of them that you did not like, let me know that as well. And if you are participating in Pride Month and reading any LGBTQ books this month, let me know in the comments, because I would definitely want to check out more books eventually too. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!